Hey, g'day Selena, this is Braden from Pacific Toyota. Hey, as promised, just doing a quick virtual tour on our 2019 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport, the GLS sitting here in front of me. Absolute glamour at only 49,990 drive away. Full service history. Look, whole idea of this VT basically is just to sort of give you a closer look at the car, the inside, the outside, any little marks we can find, all that kind of thing as well. Just a bit of a transparency for you. I understand you are down south, so obviously we are Pacific Toyota here in Cairns, so mate, we're lucky enough to have two massive big pre-owned yards up here. I'm currently standing at 235 Mulgrave Road. You can see our Toyota Lexus showrooms down the back there, service apartments down the road, and of course we do have another yard up at 77 Mulgrave Road there as well. So like I said, over the phone we are lucky enough to turn over a bit over 200 cars a month, so we get some absolute glamours just like this one here. So look, going to take you through the front of the car, like I said, try and find anything I can. I'm going to be as picky as we possibly can. So right from the very front, just tiny, actually there's been a little bit of dirt that's just come off with my fingernail. That's even better. Very clean across the rest of the front. Maybe just a tiny little stone chip just there, but stuff like that, if it's a concern, let me know. It's always stuff we can look at, potentially getting them touched up. So no chips or anything like that across the windscreen, of course. Straight down to the driver's side here too, so you can see down the body as well, so we won't take anything that's been in accidents or anything like that. Very tidy across the front as well. Tiny little sort of hairline scuff just here. I can feel it a little bit with my fingernail there, not so much there, so a bit of polish may clean that up, but it's something our detailers can look. But like I said, it's all stuff you just got to let us know. Otherwise, very clean across the front. There's just another little bit of dirt for you, and just a tiny little stone chip just there as well. So stacks of tread left on those guys. You can see underneath as well, been really well looked after. And obviously down the passenger side here, I've kicked those wheels out because I want to be able to show you those tyre treads too. So absolutely stacks left in there. Even got the hairs on the tyres still. So being the GLS, we obviously got these flash alloy wheels as well, looking very clean through there. Sort of struggling to see any really sort of gravel rash or anything like that, but I can show you it's definitely been looked after. And of course through the inside of the shockies, the wishbone setup, everything through there. You can see yourself, and doesn't look like it's been off-road at all. And very clean through the actual guard here too. Across the mirror as well with the chrome. So being the GLS, we obviously got the chrome handles, chrome mirrors, everything like that. Side steps as well, looking great. And again, keyless entry on both front doors here too. So you've got the central locking with both these keys, of course. Being the Mitsubishis, they will tuck in when you lock the car. And of course they'll unfold as well when you unlock it. And of course we do have keyless entry here too. So you simply push that button, it's going to lock the car. Push it again to unlock it, as long as they're within proximity. Pretty clean through here, actually very clean through here to be honest with you. Just a tiny little sort of hairline mark, potentially someone's ring, things like that might have caught it, but otherwise not too bad. Through the actual door card there, passenger side, even on the main entry, been really well looked after. Of course with the GLS you've got the electric seats, so the back adjustment there as well, all operated, height adjustments, the whole works from down the bottom here too. So very clean through the inside, across the dash there as well. So all service history, everything in here as well. Previously was a rental car, so there's a couple of rental companies that we'll only use due to how well they look after their cars and how well they service them. So Thrifty being one of them. We get first up because of the turnover that we do get first pick when it comes to our vehicles. So it's only but the best here. So original service 2019, 14,000 kilometers, 2020 at 31, 2021 at 48, and then 22 at 58. So that's us, Cold Motors. That's our workshop that does our used cars. So that's all of us. So excellent service history there. Not due again until about 68,000 or roughly March next year. So very clean through the rest of the car, through to the roof, of course into the back there too. So I'll keep coming down the back here for you. Looks like a tiny little scuff just there. Again, may come out with a little bit of polish. Not too bad through the rest of the paintwork. Got child locks in the back here too, understand there's kids. Electric windows the whole way around as well. On the driver's side you've even got a little lock for those windows, so it stops the kids playing with them or anything like that. Great little family car. We've got the accessory plug in the back as well as a USB tucked under there too. Even got two of them, it's even better. Back of the seats are in really great condition as well. Now, so with the side steps, we've got this big solid handle here, makes it real nice and easy to jump in. We've got the drop down handles on both sides, you can see. Aircon for the middle rows and in the back there too. And of course the lights and aircon controls are up here as well for the middle row. So really great for families. Got the argument separator here in the middle. Now these do drop down too, so you've got a little adjustment here, so we can drop that down, either click it back into place, so it's going to stay there if you just want to fold the back row down and use it for storage. Otherwise, when that does come back, we can kick that up, and then it gives us access into the back row here as well. So straight into the back, you can see the rear seats there too. So I've left one up and I've left one down for you so you can see just how they work. So that'll fold flat from the back, these guys kick up, so that way it's if you want to put storage in here, whatever the case. Of course got the seat belts at the top for those row, for that middle row, and like I said, aircon vents, child anchor points through the back, the whole works. So we've got 2 of those in the back there too. Keep coming around for you. Fuel releases over on this side here too. Like I said, very clean across the rear wheel here as well. Stacks of tread left on these guys, looking pretty much brand new for those. And through the chassis and that, very, very well looked after. Like I said, we're very particular about the cars we do get. A little bit of a stone chip just there, but that's something we can touch up, and a tiny little scuff just there. So right across the actual back for you, just quickly show you across the roof there too. So lift this one up. Very clean through the back there as well. So like I said, we with these rear seats, so you've got a couple of little straps here. So that one there is going to pull that back up into place. So if you want to use the actual seats themselves, they just lift up, and that one just comes forward and locks into place as well. To drop them back down, really easy. So again, just that little strap there, kicks them back down into place just like that. So absolute piece of cake. If you want everything nice and tidy, there's a little seatbelt restraints over there. Got a little accessory plug just there. A cup holders in the back for the kids. There's even tie down points, 4 tie down points out through the car as well. So if you ever want to put bigger gear through the back or anything like that, that little switch is going to flick that one forward. So if you actually want to drop this one as well, it's going to give you that full access right up to the front. It's a massive amount of storage once all that drops. So all from just these 2 straps. That's all how it's operated. So real nice and easy for you. We got your jack and tools hidden away in there. Tiny little sort of scuffs just on here from luggage marks from being used, obviously. So a couple little sort of ones along there. Through to the back. Let's close this one up for you. Down the driver's side as well. Pretty clean through this side, not too much to point out. Again, pretty clean through the driver's side. A couple tiny little sort of fingernail marks in there, just when people sort of grabbing the handles. But other than that, not too bad at all. And finally, just that last wheel. This one has a little sort of stone chip just there and there, but not too bad otherwise. And through the inside here as well. Super well looked after. That's that roof there too. Tiny little sort of mark up there, but the rest of the roof has been really, really well maintained. And finally, just the driver's door here now too. Again, like I said, keyless entry on these, on both sides. And electric adjustments for both the driver's seats, of course. You've got the height adjustments, the whole works this side as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump in, like I said, as long as these keys are inside the car. So it'll give you a little notification to remind you, but foot on the brake, push that little button there. Let's go. All right. So only 58,144 kilometres as it sits right now. Don't stress about that little flashing, that's just the camera, because it's just the way that picks up the display in the HID. So no engine lights, no dash lights, nothing like that. Looks like a battery is needed for one of the keys, but again, it's all stuff that we can look at, just let us know. The handbrake light, of course, is on, and of course the seatbelt one as well. But other than that, very, very tidy through there. Beauty of the Mitsubishis, you get an absolute stack of features with these guys. So with the GLS, you do get the paddle shifts up here as well, so they're stationary, so no matter how you're driving, you know exactly where they're going to be. So you've got the downshift there for the gears, and an upshift here as well, so you can go up and down the gears manually. So if you're overtaking, towing, anything like full driving, whatever the case is, you know exactly where those pedals are the whole time. Little menus down there, so your little sub menus, you can jump between these, so your different trips, how much fuel you got left, average kilometers, all that kind of stuff from this one here. All your safety settings, cruise control, everything's up on the right hand side. The actual display on the left, you can control from here. So again, your source button, go between digital audio, Bluetooth, AUX, all that sort of stuff from up here on the steering wheel. And of course, you can hang up your phone calls from down there too. Again, only with the GLS, you've got the automatic rain sensing wipers as well, and of course the automatic headlights over this side here too, so you can flick them on automatic. Otherwise, parkers, headlights, high beam blinkers, whole works all from that as well. Being a Mitsubishi again, like I said, so when you lock the car you can tuck those mirrors in, but there is a little button here to do so for you manually as well. So if you're parked very close to another car or anything like that, you can do it from the switches here. Otherwise we've got the traction control, those little sensors around the car. If you don't like them you can turn them on and off, and we've got a forward collision mitigation just here too. So you've got 3 adjustments in that. We've got far, near, middle or far. So depending on how you like driving or where you're driving, you can adjust the settings for those as well. So basically if really good safety setting, if the person in front of you slams on the brakes and you don't react in time, the car will brake and assist for you too. Fuel release is just down here, bonnet release is just over to the left. Central locking, window controls are all down that side there for you too. Like I said, we do have a reverse camera tucked in the back, so you can see that one there too. You can physically see the back bar there as well. So it makes it real nice and easy. You should never actually find yourself, damaging the car because of those ones between them all. Otherwise, massive big touchscreen display here. We do have audio, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You hit that apps button, it's going to put you into those once your phone's connected via a USB. Otherwise, that little home button is going to bring you to this display every time. So again, you've got that same apps button for the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Otherwise, we've got phone options, so Bluetooth, all that sort of stuff. Your music for the Bluetooth, and of course AM, FM radios, and all your personal settings as well. Dual climate control, so driver's side, we can crank that one right down. Passenger side's totally independent as well, so depending who likes the cold air, who likes the hot air, there's no arguments. Fan speed in the middle, great little one for the kiddies, so anyone with the eyes in the back of the head. So if anyone in the back takes off their seatbelt, that's going to light up and it's going to beep and it's going to let you know exactly who's doing the trouble. Otherwise, the aircon in the back, you can shut it off from here, so if it's just yourself driving, you can turn it on and off with that one. We have the rear center diff lock on these guys as well, so the full driving side of things, and heaps of blank switches here too, so if you want to put in light bars or anything like that, you've got plenty of room to do so without damaging the dash. Electronic handbrake here as well, so you simply push that down with the foot on the brake or re-engage it. You can see the light engage, as well as that, obviously that light up the top there as well. Again, Mitsubishi, so one of the beautiful things about them, they've got a super select gearbox. So with the four-wheel drive side of things here, so we actually have 4 different ranges instead of 3 like every other four-wheel drive. So if we chuck that down into neutral, too high at the moment, we're driving the rear-wheel drives. So we flick that across to 4H. So that's going to be driving, basically you'll see it up on here, there's a little display there that's going to engage. So that'll actually kick over there. So this one you can actually drive around town. So on bitumen, anything like that, it's just to engage all 4 wheels. So great for aquaplaning, pouring down rain, wet weather, all that sort of stuff there. We then got a 4H LC, so 4 high locked center. So that is your full driving side of things. So loose road, driving around dams, anything like that where you want to do 80Ks, 100Ks, or your normal gearing. And then of course we've got 4 low lock center as well. So that's your hardcore full driving, creek crossings, all that sort of stuff as well. So 4 different settings. You simply just want to be patient and go through each one and let it engage all by itself. And up on that display, you can see it as it goes through the motions there too. So really handy on those ones. A bit of display, storage in there. We've got a little USB, HDMI, and an accessory plug as well. 150 watt inverter there too. Drop down handles the whole way, adjustable seat belts, the solid ones in the front. And of course we've got lights, everything at the top there as well. So before we finish up, I'm just going to leave this running for a second. Just going to quickly pop that bonnet and show you underneath there. So we've got the release just up the back. So that's just beeping to let us know that I do have the keys in my pocket, but the car is still running. You haven't forgotten to turn it off. And of course your 2.4 litre turbo diesel motor, common rail, the Mitsubishis. Very tidy through there, all your levels, everything as well. So thanks so much for your inquiry, Selena. Can't wait to hear feedback soon, eh?